It's a goal for West Mead.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer literate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! And speed! Go back!
Eddie Steve, baby.
Oh.
Are you serious? Where is this game?
Beckham. Buddy, I'm telling
Edge of the box, the shot, and it goes in off of the goalkeeper, Tal Torjiman, with the game's opener successfully. Ascoli is one of those players with 2 goals this summer. Takes the long shot, saved by Schaefer. All outside. Nice ball to Jermaine. Top of the box is Torjiman. It will be picked out, but a tough touch. Stays in there for Cruz, and it goes in the net, but Jermaine played it. He was offside. Motown on the counter. Jermaine looking to make up for his earlier offsides. Run into the box. Has one player in the box with him. Jermaine on the ground. The shot, that's a goal. Jermaine sets up. Jermaine on the run. Jermaine gets around the defender. Defense still getting back. Pull back for Ravendi Pierre-Louis. Dribbling around a player. Takes the shot, and there's the third. It's the super sub. Assisted against Monmouth. Postseason before you get to the East Regionals. That's a bad decision by Motown. The header pushed over the net by Schaefer. Foe is Motown had 2 players coming from an offside position. He gave it right to a Motown player. They're in. Criollo takes the shot, saved. O'Toole, that is, as O'Toole comes upfield. Nice ball over to Criollo. Criollo pulls it back. The shot off a defender and in. Deflected in front of net. There's the 4th. A brace for Melvin Ravendi Pierre-Louis. Looking for the return ball, possibly. And Pierre-Louis had just stopped his run. And that's an own goal. Off of Gildea, the backup goalie, got it stuck under his feet and back-heeled it into his own net as
And in goal from Northwestern University, Raphael Keystone. And now your second nationally ranked FC Motown starting lineup. Number 3 from NYCFC 2 and St. Francis University, El Nedi Yousefi. Number 23, Haitian National, Mowindo Germain. Number 11 from Long Island University, Papa Sal. Number 10 from Red Bulls Academy and Greenville United, Chris Bermudez. Number 13 from Hofstra University and Houston Dynamo, Joe Holland. Number 6 from NJIT University, Danny Cordero. Number 7 from Rutgers University, Nick Collins. Number 25 from Marist University, Hermanus Ockerkamp. Number 4 from UConn, Elijah Hope. Number 5 from Stevens Institute, Ethan Hagen. And number 1 in goal from Ramapo University, Josh Schaefer. FC Motown is coached by Billy Duca, assistant coaches Torrey Weaver and Adam Hellman. Jackson is coached by Brad Keelan. Please rise for the national anthem.
Let me know where we're going. Can Motown make it yet another Keystone postseason title, or will Jackson win their first hardware in the NPSL? Hello, everybody, and welcome on this beautiful Saturday evening for the NPSL Keystone Eastern Conference Championship game between the visiting Jackson Lions, who finished second place with 6 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses in the regular season, going up against FC Motown, who finished undefeated in the regular season with 8 wins, 2 draws, no losses, although one of those 2 draws for Motown came against this Jackson team. They played just a few weeks ago. Motown were victorious on that day, 3-1 against Jackson. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 wins in 3 matches this summer and move on to the regional semifinals, which will take place on Wednesday. A big game for both of these squads. Motown have won 6 straight Keystone postseason titles. Going back to when the Keystone was one conference, they have won the first 2 Keystone titles. Or looking to do that if they can win this from the Keystone East last year, defeating Atlantic City FC in the Keystone Eastern Conference Final. It's a strong Motown squad with Josh Schaefer in net, a back four of Nick Collins, Hermanus Octocomp, Elijah Hope, and Ethan Hagen, a midfield of Papa Sal, Danny Cordero, Chris Bermudez, and Joe Holland, and up top it's Elmadi Yusufi and Moindo Germain, who will try and score the goals. Although Jackson have a strong lineup themselves, Gabriel Gonzer leading the front line. He had a really good TST tournament down in North Carolina, has come up and been a striking force for Jackson since. Miguel Diaz and David Nigro are up top with him. In the midfield four of Kenny Hott, Jules Anderson, and Nestor Cabrera. And then you have Aiden Tassoni, Joey Zielinski, Charlie Kitch, and Brandon Golden, as well as Motown come on the attack, but it's cleared away. Rafael De Leon is your starting goalkeeper for the Jackson Lions, as Kenny Hott comes the other way, tackled out by Elijah Hope. Jackson wearing the red jerseys going left to right. Motown in the green jerseys with the 1776 sponsors going right to left in the first half. It's Brandon Golden. Played for Rutgers University and Fordham University during his collegiate days. All the way over to Tassoni, who plays for Seton Hall University. A lot of collegiate players on this Jackson side, whereas Motown is more of a experienced side with veteran players. See which side can win, though, as Jules Anderson takes possession on the far side of the field. Anderson gets it back after a 1-2, switches it towards Diaz. Miguel Diaz in the box, guarded by Hope. Miguel Diaz on the ground, and it's cleared for a corner kick. Kenny Hott, the player who will go over for it. Of course, any Motown fan will remember when Kenny Hott used to play for the club a couple of years ago, but he's been playing the last 2 summers with the Jackson Lions, looking to inflict early damage against his former squad. Good ball, far post, headed up into the air and cleared away by Motown. It will be a Jackson throw. Now it's David Nigro over there for it. Turnover by the Lions, and Schaefer will get his first touch. Motown coming off a 5-0 win against the Westchester Predators in their last game. It actually made them the second best team in the East region, jumping ahead of Westchester United on goal differential, as that ball's taken away by Yusufi, but it's taken right back by Jackson, although Yusufi's on it again after a turnover. He has an option to the outside. He'll take it. As there is Chris Bermudez. Bermudez will send that one out of play for a goal kick. Talking about Westchester United, though, they are already up 2-0 against Electric City in their Keystone Western Conference Final. Motown get the ball back, and it's over to Bermudez again, running on this left side. Papa Sal and Hope. Motown seeing if they can break down this Jackson defensive unit. Jackson, in their first two meetings against each other, scored the first goal both times. On the road, it was Jean Voltaire and Ben Asane Fall who ended up giving Motown a 2-1 lead, only for Ian Abbey to score the game-tying goal on a penalty kick late. And then here on the road, David Nigro scored the first goal for Jackson, but Motown scored 3 unanswered in the second half in that one to take all 3 points. As here comes Gonzer. Looking for the outside with Nigro. As I mentioned, already has 1 goal against Motown this summer. He'll slow it down for Nestor Cabrera. Cabrera with the long shot. That's well wide and watched by Schaefer. But Jackson, of course, showing their early threats to FC Motown. That ball upfield. Motown keep it in for the time being, but then it does roll out for a visitor throw. Looks like the game clock is not on tonight, so won't know exactly what time it is. We'll keep track of the score as well on hand. Right now it is 0-0 early on between these two teams. Of course, the referee on the field has a watch, so he will know exactly how much time is left. Octocomp and Collins will settle. Collins playing a couple of his collegiate teammates at Rutgers. Nestor Cabrera and Joey Zielinski, both current members of the Scarlet Knights. As Motown come on the attack again. That ball headed down. Still no complete control of the ball until Motown does temporarily send it upfield, and Elijah Hope will run it out of bounds off of a Jackson player. Ball upfield, Mo Germain settles for a moment, although it's cleared out of bounds by Brandon Golden. That's a matchup you'll want to watch tonight, Golden and Mo Germain, who, even when he hasn't been scoring goals this summer for Motown, he's been assisting, including last game when he set up El Mahdi Yusufi. Yusufi played for New York City FC2 a couple years ago. Made his Motown debut in their last game and is looking for another good game up top for Motown, who have won 3 straight Keystone regular season titles, looking to extend the streak to 7 for postseason. 4 teams will make the Eastern Regionals. A team from the Mid-Atlantic, a team from the Keystone East, the Keystone West, and a team from the North Atlantic. Semifinals taking place this upcoming Wednesday. And right now, just getting an update from the Westchester United game. They're up 3-0 early in the first half in their game, so at least one squad is comfortable in their game so far. Motown being pressed by Jackson as expected to Sony. Did a good job of shepherding the ball off at first, and it goes behind for a goal kick. Last year, these two teams played just 2 games. Motown won 4-1 in Jackson, New Jersey. They took the other game 3-2 here in Morristown. That pass was deflected. Sal picks it up to Bermudez. Bermudez towards the box for Cordero. His shot blocked, and Cabrera gets it out as Jackson comes on the counter with Gonzer. The Brazilian attacker who has 9 goal involvements in 3 games, trying to get it over Octocomp, but that is not an easy task, and the foul is washed away from the referee. Very nice crowd on this Saturday night at Drew University's Ranger Stadium. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast from wherever you are on New Logical Sports. I'm Charlie Brooks. These two teams we expect will be busting each other's chops all night long. It'll be a tight possession-based game, and what little chances each team gets, they will have to take advantage of them. As we have two very skilled goalkeepers on either side. De Leon, former standout with PDA, one of the top academies in the area. Now plays at Northwestern. There's a nice ball over the top for Yusufi. His ball into the box, looking for a teammate, and that's the first goal of the game as Danny Cordero finishes it. What a ball from Elmadi Yusufi, and on the half volley, it's Danny Cordero. Cordero with a really nice finish after a beauty of a cross.
That goal scored by Danny Cordero. Assist, Elmadi Yusufi.
So Motown, for the first time this season, have scored first against the Jackson Lions. How will the Lions respond? Tackle, that's a foul. Bermudez can't quite believe that call. Nothing De Leon could have done on that shot. It was good placement from Cordero, the former NJIT star. Missed some time this summer when he was down at the soccer tournament, also known as TST. Joe Holland, who's also playing for Motown tonight, was at that tournament, as well as Hermanus Octocomp. So Motown were represented well down in Cary, North Carolina for that tournament, but this is a side which has, in the past few years, only gotten better as postseason has come around. It's a team that won the national championship game just 2 years ago in the NPSL. Nice switch, though. Hope whiffed on his chance to clear the ball away. Diaz, top of the box, and it is put behind and out of play by Cordero. One nothing in favor of the hosts. Kenny Hawk coming over to take his second corner of the day. The first one didn't find a head of a Lion. Very good service off the back of a Jackson player's head. And that will go out for a Motown throw-in. This is your first time seeing Motown this summer. There's a recognizable name on the sideline for them in Dilly Duca, his first year leading the squad after taking over from Gideon Ba. Motown have had some good head coaches over the last couple years with Gideon Ba and Sachi Hot preceding Duca, who is a former FC Motown player himself, was involved in the national championship run back in 2018. That was a championship game they lost here as Holland is on the attack again, but overhit it for Yusufi. Jackson's lone piece of silverware coming into this game at the adult level. They've had a lot of success at the over 30s and the higher age groups, but they have a New Jersey State Cup from a couple years ago. Now they want to add NPSL to it, but Motown are on the attack again. Ball into the box, the shot right at De Leon. That was Yusufi trying to make it 2. But a good job by De Leon guarding that post. And although Holland gets the turnover, Joe Holland on it, has Bermudez with him, takes the option. Saw the purpose there, but didn't come off an execution. Not a foul in midfield. Motown come the other way. Ball over the top link for Jermaine. The pass didn't quite come off, though. Cabrera up to Diaz. Diaz trying to blow past a Motown defender, and Octocomp came over, gave him a little bit of a shove, and that was enough for a foul. Although Octocomp believes it wasn't enough. It's a free kick opportunity for Jackson in a dangerous area. Scoreboard to our left has now been activated. 17th minute, 1-0 Motown. As Miguel Diaz and Kenny Hott will stand over as Diaz walks away. Kenny Hott, the Duke University junior, will stand over it. All ACC freshman team 2 years ago as a freshman at Duke as he heads towards his junior year. Hott into the box. It's cleared away by Holland. Not completely cleared, though. Sal was fouled, and that will finally relieve some pressure. Looked like Schaefer went for the punch, couldn't quite get it. Motown were lucky that Joe Holland was in the right spot to clear it away from any on-rushing opponents. Just a little bit of a delay as the goal had come off of the goal line, so Schaefer had to go and fix that. He will go quick to Nick Collins. Ball over the top link for Yusufi, who heads it down, only to be intercepted and kicked up high into the air and cleared away, but Motown get it back. Jermaine to Holland to the outside. That ball was missed originally. Jackson can come on the counter. Good job by Hope, making sure there was no counter to speak of. Ball to the outside for Joey Zielinski to slow it down for his teammates. And the switch is across the field to Aiden Tassoni. Diaz swivels through some defenders, goes to the ground, no foul this time as Diaz will have to get back to his feet without the ball. Motown are coming the other way. Hope. Oh, ball, says the referee. We go the other direction. Jules Anderson wearing the 42. Just slowing it down. Cordero playing him closely. As I said, this is a game where there will be limited chances as both sides have good defenses. So you need to take advantage of whatever you're given. Both sides coming off of 5-0 wins in their last game. For Jackson, it was 5-0 against FC Monmouth to end their regular season. A team which, of course, is a former partner of the Jackson Lions. 2 goals from Ian Abbey on that day as Nigro plays it up to Gonzaire. And the ball is cleared away, kept in. Possession Motown with Hope. Although Hope gives it away. Gonzaire wins the corner. No, it's a goal kick. Papa Sao pleading his case and winning his case that it was off of the attacker. That last game for Lions, a brace from Ian Abbey, who's not here tonight. A goal from Gabriel Gonzaire, David Nigro, and Miguel Diaz were the other 3. Ball taken down by Cordero temporarily, and it will go back into the Motown 18-yard box. A Danny Cordero 14th minute goal, the difference so far, assisted by El Mahdi Yusufi. Ball won temporarily by Jackson, who can now settle it down. Charlie Brooks with you tonight on Neurological Sports for this Keystone Eastern Conference Championship game, a trophy on the line. Motown looking to keep their Keystone supremacy as well as Octocomp called for a foul against Gonzaire. That's now 2 fouls against the former Marist center back as that ball was moving when it was hit, but referee allows it as it goes behind for a goal kick. Of course, while this might be the first title game for Jackson Lions themselves in the NPSL, they've had a presence in the league before in the Keystone, partnering with both FC Monmouth and Atlantic City. Ironic, it was Atlantic City that were the team they knocked out of postseason contention to get into this spot, finishing ahead as chance in the box, but just ahead of Yusufi was De Leon. Jackson have had a couple of decent chances from set pieces tonight, but that is where they have made most of their opportunities so far. Yet to have a big chance from open play. From this set piece, they'll go all the way back to De Leon. That game I mentioned, the postseason clincher for Jackson Lions, they beat Atlantic City 4-1. A hat trick from Gabriel Gonzalo on his debut in that game. It was quite the welcome to Jackson for the striker. There's a nice ball over the top looking for David Nigro. Onside. Gets it over to Diaz in the box. Miguel Diaz takes the shot blocked by Elijah Hope. Good recovery from the Yukon defender to keep it 1-0 for the time being, but that was a good ball over the top. Long throw. Far side of the box. Hagen will clear it away. Another switch to Diaz. Hope wins the ball first and is more than happy to concede the throw in, let his team get back defensively. It's a double game day for FC Motown, their USL League 2 side, trying to take a win against Staten Island ASC. If they do that successfully, it'll be the first time that Motown makes the playoffs in that league. So it's a big night for Motown as a club, as Yusufi can't keep it in. At halftime, FC Motown STA are leading 2-0. So they are 45 minutes away from a playoff berth. Still early in this one, but a good start for FC Motown as Kenny Hott committed the foul. Hope, instead of trying to switch it all the way across the field, will instead go back to his goalie. Far side of the field. Bermudez to Germain. Germain goes down, free kick in a dangerous position, and Germain will stay down for a little bit. Looks like Yusufi and Bermudez have switched sides in the middle of this first half. Bermudez will stand over this free kick. See what Chris Bermudez can do from this in-swinger. Most likely targeting Hermanus Octocomp in the area. He has the most height for Motown. It's a two-man wall of Zielinski and Anderson. Bermudez. Header off target. It was a good run by Yusufi, but couldn't get the header down. As it stays 1-0. And that's a poor play out of the back by Jackson, turning it over. Momentum currently on the side of the hosts. Gonzara and Niagara have been relatively limited so far, although Miguel Diaz has been their best threat as he receives it from Hott. Turned over again. Holland with a couple of players with him. Holland tried to go over to Jermaine, but intercepted by Zielinski. Here's Nigro to Gonzer in the box, offsides. Flag went up as he was settling possession just a little bit too enthusiastic. It was a nice pass from Nigro to Gonzer as Bermudez takes it down for Motown, looking for Jermaine. Jermaine, his cross, defended nicely by Kitch. Now in the middle for Holland and Sao. Up to Yusufi. Header down. Yusufi, the shot saved. Jermaine missed the rebound completely and it's cleared away. Nice give and go from Joe Holland to Yusufi, but a better save by De Leon to keep it 1-0 for the time being. That's two big saves now from Rafael De Leon. Sal that time looking for Hope, who's come up field. And a backwards pass that De Leon just has to give away. Although a race for the ball will be won by Motown all the way back to Schaefer, who gives it away to Nigro. Numbers coming up the field for Jackson. Nigro to the outside for Cabrera. Motown did well getting back defensively, not allowing any chance. That could have been dangerous after Schaefer passed it into a dangerous area. Nigro with space to turn. Over to Anderson, but it's cleared away by Hagen, only to midfield.
Attack, Brad, let's go!
Golden up to Zielinski. Back to Brandon Golden. Jackson being patient now on the ball, not forcing anything. It's not easy to beat this Motown midfield with all the experience that they have. Although that's a nice ball to Gonzer. Sao wins the ball, but got more player, according to the referee. It's a yellow card against the Senegalese midfielder. This is where Jackson wants to beat you from set pieces. And as we've seen so far tonight, there have been a couple of really good set pieces already. Hot standing over this set piece again. In a dangerous position. All but two players in the box for Jackson. Motown with all but one player in the box. Hot, dangerous area, headed down off the crossbar, and the second ball is knocked in by Gonzer. It's 1-1. Nice reaction header by Gonzer, who hit the crossbar on his original shot. Schaefer couldn't respond in time. And that missed chance from Yusufi, saved by De Leon, means it's 1-1 instead of 2-0.
Goal scored by Gabriel Ganzier.
35th minute, 1-1 is the score now in this Keystone Eastern Conference Championship game. That's a nice ball upfield, chested down by Yusufi. Cross off of the foot of an unknowing Jermaine. And now Jackson will come the other way. Diaz being to it by Hope, and it's a foul. And Elijah Hope is wondering where the foul was called. Most likely the argument from Hope is that Diaz ran into him. Either way, it was either going to be a Jackson throw or a Jackson free kick, so no big difference. As Tassoni will go backwards to Charlie Kitch. Goalies can make a world of difference in the game of soccer, and De Leon has denied Motown a couple of times to keep his side in it, and that allowed them to equalize after a free kick and a yellow card that was shown to Papasau. Ball to the outside for Bermudez. His service cleared away by Zielinski. Holland's ball headed down by Tassoni and cleared away. Nobody upfield for Jackson, so this will just be a settled situation for Octocomp with Diaz chasing after. It's not a great ball back from Collins. Schaefer punts it away. Goals from Danny Cordero and Gabriel Gonzer. It's the 10th goal involvement for Gonzer in 4 games for Jackson. Did not play in either of the 2 games that these two played in the regular season, but it's made a world of difference even without Ian Abbey tonight for Jackson. Third time we've seen this matchup this year in the Keystone East. Third time that there has been a 1-1 scoreline. First time finished 2-2. Second finished 3-1 in favor of Motown. What will the championship game result in? Of course, this is a final, so if it's tied after 90 minutes plus stoppage time, it would go to extra time and maybe penalties to crown a winner, but we are far away from that situation. Still in the first half in Madison, New Jersey. Hope was just a little bit hurt after that ball from close range knocked him. He'll go over to get checked out by the athletic trainer. This should be a drop ball situation, most likely back to Jackson, as Hope will be temporarily looked at. Elijah Hope just going through a concussion test on the sideline. So Motown currently down to 10 players temporarily as that evaluation is going on still. Ball turned over in midfield. Cordero and Motown on the counter. Holland looking for Jermaine, who will get there first. It's Jermaine, takes the shot, side netting, It just goes wide. An open net for Mo Germain, but the angle was just working against him. It stays 1-1. His hope has been cleared and is back on the field. Nice ball, though, by Joe Holland up towards Germain, who has shown consistently this summer that he has good pace on him. Ooh, nice flick from Sao. Yusufi over to Germain, trying to turn his defender into Sony, who's guarding him quite well and forced him to go backwards. No runaways in the Keystone East. This is a very competitive division with 3 quality sides in Motown, Jackson, Atlantic City. Atlantic City, the team missing out this year on the championship game, as Nigro takes it down for Diaz. All the way back to Hot. Unable to get a shot off from that situation. Diaz, his pass intercepted, ball into the box off of Gonzera, but it's snatched by Schaefer. Couple more minutes until we reach 45 on the clock in this 1-1 championship game. Motown looking for another trip to the regionals. Of course, if you win a regional semifinal, you're all but guaranteed to go to another U.S. Open Cup, which Motown is very accustomed to. Nice ball. Finds Yusufi. Edge of the box. To Cordero. Back heel. And a miscommunication as it's turned over. But Holland will recollect. Once again, pressure being put on by Motown. But Jackson doing just enough to deny any big chances once again. All players sitting in the defensive half of the field, not allowing much space to work with. Although there is some space to work with. Reverse pass. Germain puts it off of a Jackson player. It's a corner kick. See who comes over to take it. Germain will go short to Holland. Holland gets around to Sony. On the goal line, finds a teammate, and it's 2-1. Chris Bermudez on the assist from Joe Holland. This game was not tied for long as Motown took the short corner and Holland did some tight roping on the goal line, crossed it to the 6-yard box for Chris Bermudez.
Assist, Joe Holland.
And that's what I'm talking about with the experience of FC Motown. Those are 2 players who have experience either in the USL Championship or MLS. Holland spent time with Houston Dynamo, played 2 years in the USL Championship. Chris Bermudez spending time with Greenville United in USL as well. Ball over the top, looking for David Nigro, headed down by Nick Collins. And Sal with the takeaway. Don't know if that was an intended pass, but Jermaine takes it down over the top for Holland. Couple players making the run into the box. Holland looking for another assist, but is cross blocked. He gets it back, though, in the 18-yard box. See if there's one more goal left in this first half. If so, for which side? Papasau up to Yusufi, couldn't turn his defender. Good job by Kitch. That is a big shove in the back. And that might be a last warning for the Jackson player. Gets away with not picking up a card that time around. We've reached 45 minutes on the game clock. Into stoppage time with Motown leading 2-1 with Danny Cordero and Chris Bermudez scoring the 2 goals so far for Motown, and Gabriel Gonzer scoring the other goal for Jackson. Yusufi tried to chest that down. Instead, it went out of play for a goal kick. See how quickly Jackson can get up the field and if they can make another chance for themselves. Nigro in the midfield, switch to the outside. Gonzar and Cabrera upfield currently as they're slowed down once again by Motown. Given away, 2v2 with Jermaine running at the defense. Numbers getting back for Jackson. Jermaine has a runner with him, lays it off as Jermaine is taken down. On the ground, Holland saved, rebound saved again by De Leon. A big double save to deny Motown a third. And the third time today that De Leon has come up huge and kept his side in the game. As that will do it for the first half. Goals from Danny Cordero and Chris Bermudez, the difference. But Rafael De Leon has kept it close for Jackson. Their lone goal from Gabriel Gonzer on a rebound. There's still plenty of soccer left, but at halftime, Motown have one hand on a trophy. Can they get the second hand on the trophy? Or will there be a comeback from Jackson in the second half? We'll step aside. You're watching Neological Sports on YouTube.
It's a goal for West Team.
He's got plenty of space. Nice cut. He gets around the keeper. That's just beautiful. Beautiful. Alfaro could be in here on his left leg. Alfaro! Oh my goodness, it's a goal!
You don't have to keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not computer illiterate. We work to make sure that the only thing you'll have to say is, it works. Mendez, go for the cross! What a goal! What a goal from Mendez!
Oh! X-Speed! Go back!
Eddie Steve, baby.
Damn it.
Good. Are you serious? Where is this game?
Beckham. Buddy, I'm telling
Edge of the box, the shot, and it goes in off of the goalkeeper, Tal Torjiman, with the game's opener successfully. Ascoli is one of those players with 2 goals this summer. Takes the long shot, saved by Schaefer. All outside. Nice ball to Jermaine. Top of the box is Torjiman. It will be picked out, but a tough touch. Stays in there for Cruz, and it goes in the net, but Jermaine played it. He was offside. Motown on the counter. Jermaine looking to make up for his earlier offsides. Run into the box. Has one player in the box with him. Jermaine on the ground. The shot, that's a goal. Jermaine sets up. Jermaine on the run. Jermaine gets around the defender. Defense still getting back. Pull back for Ravendi Pierre-Louis. Dribbling around a player. Takes the shot, and there's the third. It's the super sub. Assisted against Monmouth. Postseason before you get to the East Regional, as that's a bad decision by Motown. The header pushed over the net by Schaefer. Foe is Motown had 2 players coming from an offside position. He gave it right to a Motown player. They're in. Criollo takes the shot, saved. O'Toole, that is, as O'Toole comes upfield. Nice ball over to Criollo. Criollo pulls it back. The shot off a defender and in. Deflected in front of net. There's the 4th. A brace for Melvin Ravendi Pierre-Louis. Looking for the return ball possibly. And Pierre-Louis had just stopped his run. And that's an own goal. Off of Gildea, the backup goalie got it stuck under his feet and back-heeled it into his own net as text me if you get any updates about the Annapolis game, just so I can update the audience.
1-0 at halftime.
Yeah. Let me see if you can just let me. You can text me if you see anything else on it. And welcome back for second half action on New Logical Sports. I'm Charlie Brooks, your commentator tonight. A 2-1 lead for FC Motown at halftime with goals from Danny Cordero and Chris Bermudez for Motown. A goal from Gabriel Gonzer for Jackson as there's no handball called. Jermaine on the counterattack. Jermaine has a couple of runners with him and it will be kept in bounds by De Leon. A good job by Carly Kitch. Jackson almost with an early mistake in the second half as they turn it over again. Up to Bermudez, one of the goal scorers. Bermudez was waiting for the run of Jermaine, couldn't quite pick it out though in the end. As Nigro will go the other way, up to Gonzer. Running up against Nick Collins, and Collins closes down the angle to a point where Gonzer kicks it out of bounds. Bermudez wins the second ball and puts it off of a Jackson player for a throw-in. Hagen wins the second ball this time around, although it's given away. What can Jackson do on the counterattack? That's a lost ball from Cabrera, although in the end it's a throw-in. Got an update at halftime. Virginia Dream were beating Annapolis 1-0 at halftime. That in the Mid-Atlantic Championship game. There's also the North Atlantic Championship game going on today between the New York Shockers and Hartford City. The Shockers, of course, won the North Atlantic 2 years ago and were the first team Motown played on that national championship run in the regional semis. Hartford City lost to Motown last year, so Motown does have experience against the North Atlantic Conference. As there's a turnover. Jermaine outside the box still has it and loses out as the Lions can counter. Jules Anderson keeps a hold, switches it. Under hit though is Hope intercepted for a moment. Now it does reach Diaz. Into the box, tackled off by Hope. And he recovers as well to keep it in bounds before it went out for a corner. Now this is just really nice build-up play by Motown. Jermaine leaves it. Bermudez has an overlapping run. Goes inside. Holland takes the shot. Holland makes it 3. He assisted the go-ahead goal. He scores the third. It's a 2-goal cushion for Motown.
That goal by Joe Holland. Assist, Chris Bermudez. That's the goal of the year for FC Motown.
What a nice build-up play all the way from the back. Elijah Hope got it, kept it in bounds, brought it all the way upfield, and on that attack, Joe Holland stays on side and uses the pace to finish. Nothing De Leon could do on that reaction. Motown, for the second straight game against Jackson Lions here at Drew, have a 3-1 lead. What fight is there left in this Lions squad? We know that they have offensive ability. They just scored 5 in their last game against Monmouth. That ball turned over. Jermaine and Holland, 2-0. Jermaine slots it in. It's 4-1 Motown. A mistake from Jackson, and Jermaine gets his goal.
That goal by William Jermaine.
It's a goal-scoring fest at the second half so far from Motown. Joe Holland makes it 3, and just a couple of minutes later, Mo Jermaine makes it 4. Now what is the response from Jackson? Back-to-back goals given up. And it has been a nightmare start to the second half. We've only played 6 minutes, and Motown have scored twice to cushion their lead. It's another giveaway from Jackson. Bermudez, that time turned it over as Kitch will clear it. Holland to Jermaine. This time he's offside as he misses the target anyways. That has been on all night long, though. Those passes from Holland or Cordero, who is ever on it, just going around the defenders and using that run from Mo Jermaine. Full name, Madwindo Jermaine, the Haitian. Actually just had a nice article written about him on the NPSL website. Jermaine, who has had a really good season for Motown, although some of those offside flags have gone against him. First substitution of the game will be made by the hosts as Chris Bermudez is coming off. We will see who takes his spot on the right side of the attack. Looks like that might be the tall attacker in Luca Campbell's. Ball into the box. Gonzare did not win the ball. That is all Schaefer, as Gonzare is still down. It is indeed Luca Campbell who's come on for Motown. The Stevens Jr. had 5 goals, 5 assists in 2023 for the Ducks out of Division 3. Campbell has scored once this summer with Motown in the regular season as Jermaine takes this one down. Ball looking towards Holland. Zielinski was there first. Good job keeping possession from Jackson. Gonzare takes the shot and Collins puts it behind for a corner kick. This game was tied 1-1, but 3 unanswered from FC Motown has given them some cushion in the Keystone Eastern Conference Championship game, as Hot will send another corner in. Good low ball headed away, and the second ball is cleared up to Jermaine. Goes through the legs and is pulled from behind. An easy yellow card given by our official. And it's starting to look like the inexperience comparatively of the college kids against the Motown veterans is starting to show in the second half. Really tightly contested first half, but 2 goals in this first 6 minutes have threatened to blow this game open. That was Joey Zielinski who picked up the yellow and will now have to tread back to his left back position. Pull down Mo Germain on the counter. And right after he gets back into his position, he's going up against Joe Holland, but the ball had gone out of play before he could keep it in. The reality is this is a really strong Jackson side, well deserving of being in second, but Motown, as they have done year after year in the Keystone, showed their strength come postseason time, and Gonzaire had a nice finish in the first half, but after that equalizer, it's been all Motown. See if Jackson can get a goal here. Shot by Nigro. That's easily into the arms of Schaefer. Holland is open on this right side of the field, but the ball slowed him down just a little bit. Goal and an assist for Joe Holland already. That ball intended for Yusufi. Kept in by Hope on the goal line. Another chance for Holland. Maybe his shot is off target, though. And if you're a Motown fan and you think 4-1 in this game is a good scoreline, well, Motown STA are up 5-0 on Staten Island ASC with 10 minutes to go. That should all but mean that Motown will have 2 teams in the postseason this summer, as Jackson are making a substitution with Jules Anderson coming off and Joey Zielinski coming off as well. Matthew Fuentes in for Zielinski. And a former Motown name in Matt Nigro has come off the bench for Jackson Lions. Nigro was amongst the first group of Motown players when they first joined the NPSL and had a couple of really good years with FC Motown. Has been running a training academy for the past couple of years, staying in shape, of course. Holland onside as he heads towards the corner flag to receive the ball. Goes back to Papa Sau. First time ball into the box, didn't get to Campbell. It's picked up by Cordero. Germain to the outside. Little 1-2. Into the box. Left for Germain. Takes the shot. Saved. Picked up by Holland. Joe Holland's shot. Deflected. It's a corner kick. But another big save from Rafael De Leon. He's made a handful of really big stops in this game, and you think about it, it's 4-1. De Leon made a double save against Holland at the end of the first half to keep it 2-1 at the time being. He made a big save against Yusufi in the first half. That save against Mo Germain. Holland to take this corner kick and will not pull off the Olympico. It's grabbed by De Leon and will start the counter. Short-lived counter, though, as they're forced backwards by Motown's defense, and Matt Nigro will get his first touches going up to Kenny Hott, but Hott gave it away. Ball can be kept in by Gonzer. Header on. Germain will run it down, but Kitch was first to clear it away. Concede a throw. 60 minutes played. Motown are 30 away from their 7th. Yes, count that 7th straight Keystone postseason title. And it would be the 3rd year in a row that they have won both the regular season and postseason titles. Trophy, which will be presented after the game, is up in the press box with me. Some point someone will come to grab that, hand out the medals and trophy at the end of the game. But of course, this is just the first of 3 trophies that you want in the NPSL. The way the playoffs work, you have your conference final, which is tonight. Then Wednesday and Saturday of next week are the regional finals, semifinals held on Wednesday, regional finals held next Saturday, and then after that you have the national semifinals and the national finals held towards the end of July into early August. Motown coming into this matchup, one of the top 3 teams in the nation. There's a ball into the box again, slowed down. Taken down. Top of the 18-yard box and then give away. Handball called against Motown. Free kick for Jackson, who need goals, and they need them quickly to get back into this game. If you look at the national rankings in the NPSL, we'll get back to that in just a moment as that ball went over the head of everybody and cleared away. Number 1 in the nation, the Annapolis Blues after the regular season. Number 2 is FC Motown. Number 3, Westchester United. So that's the top 3, all from the East region. As Mo Germain gets around, his defender crosses it. Nobody at the 6-yard box, though, to tap it in, as Holland will win the throw at the far side. After that, the top 5 rounded out by Appalachian FC and El Farolito. Of course, El Farolito, the Cinderella run this past year in the U.S. Open Cup. They went 9 wins, 3 draws, no losses in the regular season. Appalachian, the same exact record as Motown, with an 8 wins, 2 draws, no losses regular season. Annapolis, the most points of any team in the NPSL based on points per game. They finished with 27 points in their 10 games, 9 wins, 1 loss. Although last update we saw they were losing 1-0 to the Virginia Dream in the Mid-Atlantic final. That's a late tackle. It's an easy yellow card to be given out. NPSL Regional Finals on Wednesday for the semis. It'll either be Mid-Atlantic against the Keystone East and Keystone West against North Atlantic, or Mid-Atlantic versus Keystone West and Keystone East versus the North Atlantic. Still have to wait and see exactly how that will be drawn out based off of the geographical differences. NPSL has said that it's based off geography. So we'll see if that's the case, if Motown will be hosting again on Wednesday night for a regional semifinal. Last year they hosted a regional weekend, which in the end was won by Westchester United. Westchester, who went on to lose in the national semifinals. Last update I got from the Keystone Western title game was Westchester easily winning their game 4-0. Ball stays in on the goal line. Although given to Motown, who are still trying to get out of the area, still can't, and it's put behind for a corner kick. No updates given so far from New York Shockers versus Hartford City. As we reach the 66th minute here at Drew University's Ranger Stadium. Nigro, the player closest to it. And now it's Matt Nigro. What can Matt Nigro do? Well, he crosses into the woods behind the goal. Motown will make a double substitution. Steve's coming off for the hosts. Looks like Papa Sal is coming out. And following behind him is Elmadi Yousefi. Zachary Perez is one of the subs. The other, the super sub from last weekend's game, and Melvin Ravendi Pierre-Louis. Not a bad game for Yousefi today, although he was denied by De Leon on an early chance. Who will win this ball towards the sideline? It's shepherded out of play, and Holland does a good job of leapfrogging the bench, which is very close to the sideline. Nice move by Octerkamp, who gets it upfield. Still in bounds. The late whistle, though, for a free kick. It will be Motown ball on the halfway line, essentially. If you're just joining us or skipping around from some of the other games around the NPSL tonight, Motown, 4 goals tonight. A goal from Danny Cordero, Chris Bermudez, Joe Holland, and Mo Germain, including 2 goals at the start of this half. As that ball went out of play, it's a goal kick. Meanwhile, for Jackson, their lone goal in the first half from Gabriel Gonzer, who equalized the game at the time, 1-1, but 3 unanswered from FC Motown, who have been one of the dominant teams in the NPSL over the last 6 or 7 years. As Mo Germain takes it back. Contact off the ball, nothing called. Germain intercepted. He was looking for Campbell as Nigro will come the other way. One back by Motown, although just kicked all the way to De Leon. We do have a final score from the Keystone West. Westchester United will be the first team to punch their ticket to the East Regional Finals, as they will play on Wednesday in the regional semis. The question is, will they be playing a team from the Mid-Atlantic or North Atlantic? Motown looking to join them on Wednesday night. Diaz has been pretty quiet since early on. There's a ball looking for Germain. It won't get there. Instead, was just a little bit overhit. Good one touch from Matt Nigro. Have to preface which Nigro it is from now on. Jackson readying a sub on the far side. Trailing 4-1 on the road with 20 minutes plus stoppage time left. If Annapolis don't come back tonight against the Virginia Dream, Motown are the top team left in the NPSL nationally, which puts a large target on the back of your heads. Anytime you're one of the top teams, everyone is gunning to replace you. That's what Jackson has been doing for the last couple of years. That's what everybody in the Keystone has been trying to do, but have been unsuccessful unless there's a late comeback tonight. That's a nice pass from Kenny Hopp, but Motown take it away. There's a player down behind the ball, and the referee will finally blow his whistle, maybe? He's letting them play on with a Motown player down. Whistle in mouth. He decided against stopping play for the injury as the Motown player's back to his feet. No penalty as that's cleared away. That could be a way for Jackson to get back into the game if they can get a penalty. They still need to make up 3 goals as there were a little bit of shenanigans off the ball. Diaz and Hope will both pick up yellow cards for their actions. So it will be Jackson who can restart. They will make their substitution first, though. Drop ball. Restarted with Jackson. It is the 18 of Ryan Kuster who's come on for the Jackson Lions. Motown readying a sub of their own as Joe Fala is standing on the sideline. That's a really nice ball, but good job by De Leon coming out. Perez wins it back for Motown. Collins under pressure. Motown are on the counter again, possibly, although they slow it down just enough. Holland. Picked up by Campbell. And up to Pierre Lewis. Gets around Fuentes. Melvin on the ground, intercepted. And Matt Niger can come the other way. Nice job by Zach Perez, who's staying upfield for this attack. No real urgency, though, showed by Motown. Leading 4-1, there's no need for more goals here. Main priority is to keep Jackson off, but it wouldn't hurt to score even more, as Jackson do have offensive prowess. player down for Motown upfield, and you wonder if that's the substitution that they're making. Another hot and humid night in Madison, New Jersey for this Keystone Conference championship game, a trophy on the line. Motown are 15 minutes away from getting it, as Elijah Hope will come off. Really nice game from Elijah Hope. Did not have an easy task going up against Miguel Diaz, but was able to shut him down for the most part. And now Joe Follow will come on as an attacker. Follow, who can play as a striker if needed. Mo Germain has stayed on, so that maybe there'll be a little bit of a front two. Although Germain is currently sitting back a little bit. It's not often you see a striker as tall as the center back who's guarding him, but that is what you get when you have Joe Follow up top. Follow, who spent time a few years ago with New York Red Bulls 2 as a center back, has played both positions with FC Motown over the past couple of summers since he returned. Jackson unhappy with that foul call. Motown still have Michael Knapp and Randy Aronis available to use off the bench. Michael Knapp, who was being scouted by some pro teams earlier this summer. Of course, that is the goal of every player in these summer leagues, is to catch the eye of a team in MLS or USL Championship, USL League One, whatever it may be. And the goal of clubs like Motown and Jackson is to increase the visibility of their players and keep them in peak fitness in case they are scouted or looked upon by another team. Especially for this Jackson team, a lot of college players. It's also a summer where they are looking to keep their fitness heading into the collegiate season, as Pierre Lewis dribbles it out of bounds. Motown have that same setup, although that's mainly with their USL League 2 squad that has the college players, some of them splitting time with NPSL as well, including Elijah Hope, who we've seen tonight. That ball headed away, chested down by Moindo Germain. The long shot saved by De Leon off the foot of Holland again. That one didn't have the pace in the same way that his goal to start the second half did. That's a nice tackle by Germain to get the ball for Motown. Numbers getting upfield, although being slowed down. Nice clearance out of play by Kitch. Kitch, one of those players looking to make an impact this summer with Jackson heading back to St. John's University, where he's hoping to get some game action in his sophomore year. Was unused in his freshman campaign, didn't reach the field with the Johnnies. Ball into the box. Pierre Lewis chasing after it. This crowd definitely enjoying what they have seen tonight from Motown. 4 goals for the hosts. That's a nice Back heel flick by Gonzaire. Not quite what David Nagro is hoping for. Schaefer will kill some time as he goes all the way to the edge of the 18-yard box and finally falls upon it. 81st minute, and barring a comeback, Motown will head to a regional semifinal again. Something that they have done the past 7 years in which there's been a NPSL season, going all the way back to before FC Motown were a team themselves, but just like Jackson were a partner. They have felt the Keystone Trophy a lot over the years, and they'll get their hands on it once again this year, barring something crazy. A valiant effort by Jackson throughout this game, but have been unable to get the shots on target that they were looking for coming into tonight. And they were tied 1-1, gave up that goal right before halftime, but a huge 6-minute swing as the game went from 2-1 to 4-1 in favor of Motown, including one goal, which was a bad giveaway from the back to make it 4 off the foot of Mo Germain. A lot of contact. That's a foul against Holland. He was displeased about that call. Nice thing about some smaller crowds is you can hear exactly what's going on the field. As that cross by David Nigro is picked up by Schaefer in the 6-yard box. Offside flag up against Motown. A really good night in the club's history as Jackson will make a double substitution. Foul called going against Jackson. Schaefer will wave everybody else off, decide to take it himself as he gets the numbers upfield. Fala surprisingly didn't win the first header and is being grabbed by the 18 of Ryan Custer. Ball switched to the far side. The two subs that came in for Jackson going after him, and Tyler Howlett and Jonah Diaz. Ball into the box was cleared away. Run into the box, pull back on the goal line and somehow not finished. Still in the 18-yard box though. Another chance, but the shot was blocked. Not a great giveaway by Collins. David Nigro showing some physicality. Outside to Gonzaire. Takes the shot well wide. A courtesy dive from Josh Schaefer. Joe Holland on the attack. Ball to the outside with Mo Germain. Germain to Holland, looking for the brace. Skied it just over the goalkeeper. It was almost a second goal this half for Joe Holland as Motown will make another substitution. It looks like Randy Aronis who is ready to come on, and that was the last action of the game for Joe Holland. A goal and an assist for him tonight, as he has been the big difference. Assisted the go-ahead goal and scored the goal that made the lead insurmountable. Can Fala keep that in? No, he cannot. Out of bounds for a throw. You do have to give credit to Jackson on a fantastic season. Although their run is going to end in the championship game. Six wins, 2 draws, 2 losses this year for Jackson in the regular season, but they will come up just short in the postseason in their first postseason run, and you expect this to be one of many postseason games for Jackson in the future. A well-run club. They have recruited some fantastic players, but sometimes it's just unfortunate when you have to come up with a team like Motown as they're on the run again. Aronis is shot blocked. Jackson finished with 20 points in the regular season, 4 points ahead of local rivals Atlantic City FC, the team who beat them to the championship game last year. David Nigro, nice run. Gonzaire in the box. Collins took him out. He was offsides, though. It doesn't matter. Everybody looked to the referee as if to say, is that a penalty? But rather, it was an offside flag. As unfortunate as this game has been for Jackson, on the plus side, they made it this far. They played toe-to-toe with Motown in the first half. They were tied 1-1 at one point. That ball's over the top for Melvin Ravendi, Pierre Lewis, but his cross does not find Jermaine. He was looking for a brace himself. But the regional finalists from 2 straight seasons will go back to a regional semifinal again, get their hands on the postseason trophy again, the 3rd straight year in which they will win the regular season and postseason titles in the NPSL's Keystone Eastern Conference. As that ball's over the top. Goes out for a goal kick. Gonzaire went on a fantastic run at the end of this season for Jackson. 10 goal involvements over 4 games since he joined the club. There's a lot for Jackson to improve on in the future as Pierre Lewis was offsides. Flag goes up as we reach 90 minutes played on the clock. 4-1 Motown, and Jackson looking for a late consolation goal. Matt Nigro in the midfield. It was 2-1 at halftime. 2 goals in 6 minutes blew the game open, and Jackson were unable to pull anything back since. Fuentes gives it up into Matt Nigro, takes the shot, deflected, saved by Schaefer. And we'll see how much more action there is. That will do it for the 7th straight year. FC Motown are Keystone Conference champions and will go to the Eastern Regional semifinals. We'll wait to see if they're hosting or on the road Wednesday night. But it's another trophy to add to the cabinet for FC Motown.
Keystone Conference champions.
3 straight years where they have won the regular season and postseason.
Number 1 seeded Annapolis was upset by Virginia.
And Motown are the
throughout the national playoffs.
Motown are the best team remaining in the NPSL, as we just found out Annapolis Blues were upset Motown, the number 1 team in the NPSL, as they head back to the regional semifinals with another national championship run on the mind. Goals tonight from Danny Cordero, Chris Bermudez, Mo Germain, and Joe Holland for Motown, and a goal from Gabriel Gonzer of the Jackson Lions. That will for regional semifinals action. Once again, final score, Motown 4, Jackson 1. Trophy celebration coming up just after this. We hope you have a great rest of your night, everybody. Motown are Keystone champions again.